Hello friends, good morning all of you. Here I am Gadekar Sachin Pandit. Today we are going to learn polymers such as acrylics, Teflon, silicon polymers, resin, etc. So last lecture we are discuss a polymerization reaction, commercial polymers such as synthesis of nylon 66 polymer. Also discuss a properties of nylon 66 and uses of nylon 66. Also discuss a terylene such as Dacron. Okay, so properties and application or use we are discussed in last lecture. Also discuss a another method such as PVC, preparation of polyvinyl chloride polymers, properties, applications we are discuss. Okay, so today we are discuss a acrylics. In this picture, use a acrylics as a adhesive. Okay, so water flow increase. So many applications of acrylics in our home or in our office. Okay, preparation or making a tablecloth or decoration purpose. Okay, so acrylic resins are manufactured by addition polymerization by acrylic or methacrylic acid esters or their esters, nitriles, amide derivative, etc. Okay, so here acrylics acrylics resin acrylics resins are prepared by addition polymerization from acrylics or acrylic ester, methacrylic acid and their esters, nitriles and amide derivative used for acrylics polymer synthesis. Okay, so acrylics they are hard, brittle and transparent solid. Okay, so these acrylics soluble in waters and polar organic solvent. Okay, so they are hydroscopic solid, insoluble in non-polar solvent. So this is the properties of acrylic polymer. So another synthesis method. Acrylic acids are methyl acrylic acids and ester derivative. On addition polymerization gives polyacrylic acid or polymethyl acrylic acid such as PMAA, polymethyl acrylic acid, PMAA. So these PMAA synthesis from acrylic acid or acrylic ester condense or addition polymerize to give a polymethyl acrylic acid or polyacrylic ester polymer. Okay, so this is the reactions for method preparation of acrylic polymer. They produce by a variety of processes such as acrylic acid polymerized to form say acrylic acid. So CH2 double bond CH, C double bond OR. It is a acrylic ester, and these acrylic ester polymerize to form say polyacrylic acid or ester. Okay. So another method methacrylic. Methacrylic CH3 C CH2 COOR or CH2 double bond C CH3 COR. It is a methacrylic, and these polymerize to form say polymethyl acrylic ester or acid polymer. Okay, so here mistake PMMA, not PMMA, it is PMAA, polymethyl acrylic acid or ester polymer. So this is the method for preparation of acrylic polymer. So use of acrylics. It is used in thickener, blender and adhesive. Acrylic polymers use polyacrylamide is used for water purification. Another application is acrylic used in paper making and mining properties. Okay, so next application of acrylic polymers is it is used to improve the flow property of waters. Okay, so this is the application of acrylic polymers. Okay, so next is the Teflon. Okay, so another example of polymer is a Teflon. Teflon is manufactured by addition polymerization of tetrafluoroethylene monomers to give a Teflon. That is tetrafluoroethylene used as a monomer, and these addition polymerize to give a Teflon. And Teflon has highly regular structure. It is crystalline, having high melting point such as 335 degrees centigrade temperature, its melting point. And in this, Teflon is non-inflammable. Also, it is viscous and does not flow radially. Okay, so another application, this is good electrical insulator and high melting point, so not easily melt, or it used in thermostat. So preparation of Teflon. So here, chloroforms on reaction with hydrofluoric acid HF at 65 degrees centigrade in presence of SbCl5 catalyst gives a mixture of chlorofluoromethane CF, chlorofluoromethane. Chlorofluoromethane on heating at 600 to 800 degrees centigrade to give a Teflon or tetrafluoroethylene TFE is a monomer. And further, TEF monomers on addition polymerize with redox initiator such as H2O2. In this polymerization, we use a initiator such as H2O2 gives Teflon. Okay, so there are three steps in preparation of Teflon. First, chloroform on reacts with HF to form say chlorofluoromethane, and this chlorofluoromethane heated at high temperature to form say TFE, tetrafluoroethylene, and this tetrafluoroethylene polymerized by using initiator such as peracid H2O2 to give a Teflon. So in this representation of reaction, chloroform CHCl3 reacts with HF in presence of SbH5 65 degrees centigrade temperature to form say mixture of chlorofluoromethane CHCF2Cl plus CHFCl2 plus CH2Cl2. It is a mixture of chlorofluoromethane, and these chlorofluoromethane treated with high temperatures such as 600 to 800 degree temperature, and these polymerize to form say tetrafluoroethylene TFE as a monomer, and these polymerize in presence of initiator such as H2O2 peracid to form say Teflon. Okay, so this is the three-step reaction preparation of Teflon polymer. First, chlorofluorocarbon converts to chloroform converts to chlorofluoromethane, and chlorofluoromethane converts to TFE, and this TFE, tetrafluoroethylene, treat with H2O2 to form say Teflon. What is the formula of Teflon? CF2 single bond CF2 n times. Okay, so remember this. Tetrafluoroethylene F2C double bond CF2. Okay, so this is the tetrafluoroethylene polymerized to form say Teflon. So here, use of Teflon. So many use and application of Teflon, such as it used in making articles such as pump, wall and pipe. Also used for coating of raincoat, as electrical insulator because of high melting point up to 300 degrees centigrade. So it use a electrical insulator. Also use a non-stick surface to prevent addition. Non-stick surface area. Okay, non-stick apparatus or non-stick homemade instrument. Okay, so another application of Teflon is flown cells used as a prevent to locking of stoppers. Okay, so this is the application of Teflon used in Teflon tape. So another polymer is polyethylene. Okay, so polyethylene, it is a prepared by addition polymerization ethylene at high temperature and high pressure to form say polyethylene polymer. So in this polyethylene, ethylene used as a monomer. So it consists of unbranched linear chain and it is highly crystalline, has melting point near about 144 to 150 degrees centigrade, less than Teflon. Okay, so polyethylene has higher density like 0.965 gram per cc cubic, and it has higher tensile strength and hardness. So another method, preparation methods for polyethylene. Polyethylene is a simplest synthetic polymers made by addition polymerization of ethylene at high temperature and high pressure. So monomers in polyethylene preparation, monomers used as a ethylene, and it can be prepared by hydrogenation of acetylene or dehydration of ethanol. So ethylene polymers used or prepared by hydrogenation of acetylene, CH triple bond CH, acetylene, hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen, and dehydration of ethanol means removal of water to form say ethylene as a monomer, and these ethylene monomers polymerize to form say polyethylene. CH2 double bond CH2 polymerize in presence of H2O2 initiator at high temperature 200 degree centigrade temperature to form say polyethylene, CH2 CH2 n times to form say polyethylene polymers. Okay, so there are two types of polyethylene such as LDPE, that is low density polyethylene, and HDPE, high density polyethylene. Okay, so there are two types of polyethylene, and these depends on low density polyethylene and high density polyethylene on number of dp, means degree of polymerization, or number of monomers. Okay, so first we discuss a LDPE, low density polyethylene. The commercial LDPE The low density, the commercial low density polyethylene process is a pre-radical polymerization that use in organic peroxide initiator H2O2 used as a initiator at 420 to 570 Kelvin, that is 200 degree centigrade temperature, and 1000 to 3000 atmospheric pressure, high pressure, to form a low density polyethylene. And its LDPE, its density near about 0.91 to 0.94 gram per centimeter cube centimeter. So average LDPE chain length near about 400 to 40,000 carbon per atom or in atom. Okay, so remember that low density polyethylene is prepared from using a peroxide initiator H2O2 at 200 degree centigrade temperature or 420 Kelvin at a 1000 to 3000 atmospheric pressure. Its density 0.91 to 0.94 gram cm cube, okay, centimeter cube, and its average chain length near about 400 to 40,000 carbon atom. And low density polyethylene is generally amorphous and transparent with 50% crystallinity. So also next property, LDPE has about 20 branches per 1000 carbon atom. So another example, HDPE, high density polyethylene. Okay, so it has higher tensile strength and hardness. Its density near about 0.965 gram per cube centimeter. Okay, so here low density polymer, its density is 91 to 94 gram per cube, and here high density polymers, its density near about 0.965 gram per cube centimeter. And in this HDPE synthesis is done by using Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Ziegler-Natta catalyst, it is a organometallic catalyst in which use a titanium compound with aluminum alkali. Okay. What is the Ziegler-Natta catalyst? It contains organometallic catalysts such as titanium compounds with aluminum alkyl. So reaction requires low temperature, low pressure to forms a high density polyethylene polymers. Okay, so this is the example of low density polyethylene. So use of polyethylene. So it is making house articles such as toy, used for making squeeze bottles or laboratory reagent bottles. Okay, so another application, it used in electrical insulator in cable. So polyethylene used to making bags, films and packing materials. Okay, so this is the application of polyethylene. So another example for silicon polymer. Okay, so silicon polymers is a organosilicon polymer containing SiO-Si linkage are called a silicon polymer. SiO-Si polymeric chain of silicon oxygen silicon. This is the organosilicon polymer. So the organosilicon polymers bond is more stable, such as oxygen silicon. Oxygen silicon is more stable than carbon oxygen bond. So this silicon polymers is more stable and they have high thermal stability. Its stability near about 250 to 300 degrees centigrade, near about Teflon polymer. Okay, so it is silicon polymers have a good electrical insulator properties and use as a insulator. It has low surface tension. Silicon polymers is a low surface tension. So next, preparation of silicon polymer. So these polysiloxane or silicons are prepared in the three properties. First, preparation of alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride. Preparation of alkyl or aryl substituted silicon chloride, such as silicon tetrachloride, reacts with Grignard's reagent like CH3 MgCl, heated to form say CH3SiCl3, means alkyl silyl chloride or alkyl silicon chloride preparation from using a Grignard's reagent methyl magnesium chloride treated with tetrachlorosilane to form say methyl silyl chloride in this first reaction. Okay, so again these reacts with another molecule to form say dimethyl silyl dichloride, and finally trimethyl silyl chloride forms a by using Grignard's reagent methyl magnesium chloride. So okay, so these hydrolysis of alkyl halosilanes to silanol. So this second method, dimethyl silyl chloride treat with water to form say halo or hydroxysilanol. Okay, means two alkyl and two hydroxy groups formation. First, tetrachlorosilane treat with Grignard's reagent or methyl magnesium chloride to form say trimethyl silyl chloride, and these tri or dichloro dimethyl silyl chloride treat with water to form say silanol. Silanol is a dihydroxy dialkylsilane, and these use in third step for condensation of silanol to silicon or silicon polymerization. Okay, so these silanol or dialkyl dihydroxy condense at a high temperature to form say silicone polymerization. In this reaction, first reaction, two silanols condense at high temperature to form say silicon polymers. Similarly, in second reaction, dihydroxysilane silanols treat with high temperature to form say silicon polymers. So lot of application of silicon polymers. It used in waterproofing textile, used in dielectrical fluid due to making insulator property. So another application used to non-stick surface for cooking utensil. Okay, so this is the application of silicon polymers. Okay, so next lecture we are discuss in rubber, natural and synthetic rubber, vulcanization of rubber, as well as also discuss a manufacturing of SBR or GRS, copolymer butadiene rubber. Okay, so if any queries, then comment me. If any questions, then ask me. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.